Okay, so we on Mega Power Brazil, and there might be some more information that we don't know, but it might be the same one that we talked about yesterday. And yeah, I want to get to all of my thoughts on this towards the end when I go through this. And don't mind my voice, I'm a little tired from being out all night. So yeah, I'm trying to help us get through this video as I can. A new Power Rangers series is being developed for Disney Plus with production by Hasbro, and will have a showrunners of Percy Jackson in the creative department. In March of this year, the Wrap confirmed that Hasbro will produce the series, which will reinvent the franchise for a new generation of fans, while also delighting those who already know and love the world of Power Rangers. This new production will have showrunners from Percy Jackson and the Olympians, Jonathan N. Steinberg and Dan Shorts, who will write, direct, and produce the series. The production will be completely original. It will not use footage from the Super Sentai series and will not have Toei's involvement, as confirmed by the company's CEO. The first rumors about the production began to come out today through insider Jinzaku, who revealed a possible synopsis. According to him, this was the idea that was presented to 20th Century Studios, which was previously confirmed as the studio that will produce the series. And this is the information that we talked about this yesterday, about having a group of misfits becoming Power Rangers for the first time in decades, and are learning about the history of the Morphin Grid and educating the new Rangers about the history of teams from past seasons. And that is pretty much a good thing when you think about it. According to the insider, the series was presented as an investigation mystery story, as well as a soft reboot that will respect the other seasons that are part of the franchise's canon, but will be set in a more advanced time. The series will also explore the history and origin of the Morphin Grid. And this part also talks about the information about the bigger budget for a TV show, and as far as like how the MCU and all of the other action shows that you see these days, you know, they're not going to be doing no cheap looking TV shows that have been going on for 30 plus years. You know, it's time for a change, and I'm glad that, you know, Hasbro and Playmates Toys are definitely doing this thing with it, you know. And when there's a new Power Rangers show comes out, there's also new toys coming out. And you know, Power Rangers is a known toy commercial. New weapons, new Zords, new costumes, new power-ups, new updates. And it's always been like that. And you would think that we got some new toys for Cosmic Fury, you know, with the weapons and the Zords, but no Rangers in sight. That right there should tell you why Hasbro do not want to do that. And thankfully, you have Playmates Toys that are going to do that. If the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Reignition line becomes successful, as well as like the AI regenerated remaster MMPR Season 1 on Netflix, YouTube, and Roku TV, I believe. If they do become successful, all you got to do is run those numbers up. Then they're going to consider doing other seasons besides MMPR. And they did state that and confirmed that a while back. And they're willing to make other shows, you know, original shows. Or they could just go back to doing Sentai adaptations if this reboot project does not work out. And I think I want to get to some negative thoughts I've seen on Facebook. And I know this person who is known for having hatred towards Austin St. John because of whatever reasons. You know, he doesn't like the character Jason, and he doesn't like the actor in real life. You know, that's one thing. And two, he claims that Jinzaku caused some issues with the actors, the fan base at conventions and all of that. You know, at some point you're gonna have to realize that this man has been right about some things, he's been wrong about some things, but that doesn't make him a bad person. And I think what people are failing to realize that without Power Rangers scoops and information that we do need for the most part, we wouldn't be getting an upcoming TV show sometime around 2026 or 2027, because we've been out of Power Rangers content since Cosmic Fury, and there hasn't been any new shows or toys coming out for the kids and everything. So at least all of this information we're getting is not only exciting, but I think people need to just give this reboot a chance. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, this idea sounds way better than what Jonathan and Torch was trying to do. And I mentioned this yesterday when I was talking about it, of how his ideas were to be having a character focus on Tommy way too much. It's like Mighty Morphin all over again, when in season 1 they were milking the Green Ranger like crazy with the theme song. Anytime he came out and helped his friends, he was like the Wolverine of Power Rangers, in my opinion. And even though it was cool at the time, but when you look at it, you realize that, okay, it's starting to get repetitive. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what Jonathan and Twitter was trying to do, to create a new version of Tommy. Being a Green Ranger, the leader, then he becomes possessed and evil, and then a female Red Ranger leads the team, which is kind of dumb. And I don't like that plot at all. And it has this like night thing to it. Like, bro, what is this? And I see why Hasbro did not want to Netflix did not want to want him doing this, or maybe it's because they didn't like what Hasbro was trying to do. They wanted a reboot, and you give them Once and Always and Cosmic Fury and Dino Fury. But at least with this idea for Disney Plus, all of this is about to come to life. If people could just somehow give it a chance, then there wouldn't be an issue. At the end of the day, Jinsaku pretty much broke down what we've been wondering what was going on, and now that we know that this might be the official synopsis, of them being like a mystery solve style of about these powers, where they come from, and hopefully there will be some information about the Zords and where is this new location for the Power Rangers to be filming new content in the future. So yeah, what y'all thoughts on this? Link to the article will be down below, and I'm out of here.